Dentist time. I don't like dentists. Right, grab Jasper and let's head off. Good boy. Fist bump. I still haven't had an opportunity to put my 3D printed cable holder up, and because I'm going to get my tooth fixed today, I'm not going to get the opportunity again. Tomorrow morning. Don't worry, Aaron, I am going to use it. Drive to work. You might be wondering why I'm driving to my parents' house in order to go to the dentist, given that that's 90 miles away, and usually people's dentists are a bit closer than that. One benefit is I get to leave Jasper with his grandma and grandpa. The reality is I had a dentist that I really liked there. I've just been told that they've moved on. Unfortunately, because I only charged to 70% yesterday, which was stupid of me, I pretty much knew I was going to be heading off today on a bit of a long drive, so now I've got about a 180-mile round trip journey to do with 70% charge. I'm going to have to get some juice somewhere. Right, just have to bear with me a second while I go round this learner truck that I don't know if he's got lost or what. I just read a news story saying that Tesla is going to have to change the name of its Autopilot feature, at least in Germany. And I think there's pressure from the Californian authorities to potentially make a change there as well. And fundamentally, the problem Tesla's bumping up to here is one of numbers. Lots of people have got Teslas. Most people, I think, understand that Autopilot is not a trustworthy piece of technology, and therefore you can't just turn it on and fall asleep in the back of the car whilst it drives you to your destination. It just isn't. It's not there yet. It's nowhere near there. I mean, actually, ironically, most of the time it would probably be fine. But if 10,000 people do it, 100 of them will wind up dead. Which is why Tesla go to such great lengths to make sure that people understand the limitations of the system. The problem is the perception of Autopilot from an aviation standpoint doesn't actually match the reality of Autopilot. And also, the aviation version of Autopilot is inherently a bit safer because the plane has got so much less to do when it's on Autopilot. It's just cruising. It doesn't have to avoid anything, and in all but the most exceptional circumstances, there shouldn't be anything to avoid. If Autopilot was to fail, then yes, the plane might go into a dive, but the pilot's right there, and he will quite literally have seconds, if not minutes, with which to sort himself out and get the plane back under control. With a car, you are basically almost always, fractions of a second from disaster. And it's that immediacy that requires the driver to be on the ball all the time. Because if the car suddenly lurches to the left, you will literally have half a second to regain control. So do I think Tesla need to rename it? Well, that's a really difficult one, you know? I really don't know if they should rename it or not. I think over time it will approach the kind of safety that people, perhaps some people, think it should have. I have no idea what Tesla would call it if they're not going to call it Autopilot, though. I mean, I'm so used to it being called Autopilot. And don't say it should be called Enhanced Cruise. Oh, Enhanced Cruise Control isn't too bad, actually. That's actually a good one. Yeah, okay, Enhanced Cruise Control. Luckily enough, the traffic is heavy, so that is going to help when it comes to making this round trip without having to stop for too long. I mean, I could do it without stopping at all. At the moment it says we get back with about 4%. That doesn't include the sort of short hop from my parents to the dentist. So the problem is my parents have got quite a slow charger as these things go. right, Maggie, time to get out.
Yes.
Hello.
Yes.
Can't see me.
There.
Hiya. I want to see Grandpa.
Yeah, we didn't leave quite when I thought we were going to leave. Can't put it off anymore. Bye. Yeah, I just wanted to quickly let you know, because I forgot to mention, I'm going to be a little bit longer than you might expect coming back to you.
Why?
Because I rather stupidly did not charge the car to 90%. So I need to make up the difference a bit to save me having to stop on the way back.
Okay,
So I'm just gonna nip to the supercharger for like 15 minutes, okay?
Yeah, okay.
Fantastic. Thanks, Mum. Bye.
Right.
Voice activation is doing a very good job so far. I said drive to the dental practice and it just found it and put it into the navigation system. And then I said call my parents and it just did that straight away as well. There's no question about it. When voice activation works well, it is absolutely the way to control other bits of the car whilst you're driving along. I guess the problem is, if you've got autopilot, then the temptation is just to get busy with the touchscreen. And you see, the annoying thing is, right, for 90% of people, well, actually that's not even true, for 99.9% of people, 99.9% of the time, that will be absolutely fine, totally perfect, no reason not to do it. Honestly, it really will. The problem is, there are hundreds of thousands of people who are using autopilot. It has to be like pretty damn close to perfect or it's going to get people killed. And I think that's kind of what the German authorities were getting at. And kind of also I think what Tesla is getting at, it's just that Tesla has always taken the approach of trusting its drivers to be responsible human beings, which has been fine for them when they were more niche, but as they become less and less niche, doesn't matter what it is, it always works the same way. When you have lots and lots of people doing something, it does severely limit the freedom that you can give those people without it going wrong for at least a small number of them. One of the reasons why there are laws against all sorts of things which can be done perfectly safely, but they can be done perfectly safely in isolation once or twice. When they're attempted en masse, things go wrong. Wish me luck. Apparently my old dentist has got 2 of his own practices now, so I might try and track him down, because I really liked him. The entire side of my face is totally numb, so yeah, let's give this a break for a little while. I need to go supercharge now. Okay, I've been here for 20 minutes, did a little bit of work in the back there. I think it's time to go pick up Jasper and go home. Starting to get the feeling back in the side of my face though, so handy. I always have something to make me feel a little bit better when I've had a filling. When I was young, when I had, teeth out, orthodontic work, that sort of thing, as people do, there would always be a milkshake in it for me. And that is a tradition which I continue to this day. I like traditions. I don't like the way that this side of my face is not cooperating. The good news is that supercharge didn't take too long. I think I was there for about 15-20 minutes, but it means I haven't had to bother plugging in here. So it saves a little bit of messing around with cables and stuff. So we're heading home now, and I'm gonna say goodnight. I hope you've enjoyed today's vlog post. If you have, remember to like it and share it and subscribe if you haven't already, and I'll see you tomorrow for the next installment of my daily vlog, when this side of my face will be working as well, hopefully. Bye! Oh, yeah, yeah. Yep. That's
It is.
she's not wrong.